Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll go to the ground. Got room to work. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. BYU right back to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hagan. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. BYU with the 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hagan. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32 to 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Got his man. Going for the goal line. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Forced out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the the touchdown. He wants to throw it again. Going for 6. Touchdown, BYU! Quick strike through the air for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
BYU 7, Mississippi State 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Shapen. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Shoots it to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Third down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
Mississippi State 0.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Got his man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders.
Let's go.
They'll move the wide receiver. So jet sweep pass. There he goes. And he will take it in. Touchdown Bulldogs. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Finds some fresh air. Fighting off the defender. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. BYU lines up quickly.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the 1st down. This guy's showing you a little bit.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's in open space downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to pass, it's Bachmeier. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On the run, it's Martin. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They'll go hurry up here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars. Great job by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Shapen. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. It's a fumble on the play. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Booth. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
It'll be third and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And you don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Takes a hit as he fires. The short hands, it's Roberts. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Buckmeyer. Plucks it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Out of Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll go to the air on second and short. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Grab near the marker. It's Martin. Touchdown, BYU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Traore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
To the air. It's Shapen. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. Flying down the left side. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
After the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, Dave, and he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd referee signals timeout, it's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
To the air on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it set up on the outside. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
3:25.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free 1st down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's shaping. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Got it.
3rd down coming after the incompletion.
Hammer. Easy.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down.
29 Philly. 2-9.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Pulls it in. It's Hagan. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The sure hands, it's Roberts. And he'll be stopped short, or maybe he stopped himself short.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these 4th quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
The gift to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Quarterback adapted. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out. You're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
That's caught. It's Mosley. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 40, at the 30. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them and doing more of them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Stadium in Champaign, Illinois, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Tar Heels will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. Brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back has it. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now on first down from the 30. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the...
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Arkin. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. From the gun, the ground game.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long.
Get set, get set.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the move. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Picks up 6. 4th down coming up.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Fighting Illini, undeterred by the break, will go for it here on 4th down to start things back up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The Tar Heels are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And the Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Brings up
second down coming up. Lopez wants to fire. Sets up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Fires left. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Flex. Moves.
Finds a little space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Line getting set on second down.
Easy.
To throw, it's Altmaier. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's first and goal as Illinois comes to the line.
Pound 55 weak.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Illini! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll try to tack on 2. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Yeah, and when you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense, I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Snaps it in the shotgun. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. On target to the left. Turning it on. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Lopez to pass. Here's the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got a man, it's Culliver. Wide open spacing. Touchdown, Tar Heels. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's a deflating end for this defense to the first half. You're trying to hold them to at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll move the tight end. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So now it's second and long. Lopez wants to fire. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Ship. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6.
Number 90, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We've got to stop turning the football over.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Quickly out to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Lopez to pass. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Johnson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Here's the handoff. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the punishment has been extended.
Another rushing touch.